Hey everyone, it's EdgeOfNightfall here, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I want to go over the true way to activate every single chakra within your energetic body. This is something that I myself have had difficulty in my own path and have overcome over the years, and wanted to share with all of you some of the methods and understandings that I've had to resolve this issue within myself. So with that all out of the way, let's get into the video. So full disclaimer before we start, the word chakra is pronounced in two primary different ways, and people debate over which one it's supposed to be all the time. Some say it's supposed to be chakra and the other chakra. I typically say either one, though I think most of the time I say chakra nowadays. I think I used to say chakra more, but for some reason I just changed it. It just felt right. It just felt better to say chakra. But people debate as to the correct pronunciation of it. I'm not entirely sure, but that's just the one I go with. So, you know, if you have a problem with that, I'm sorry. To be honest, I don't really know exactly which one is the absolute authentic correct one to use. So for now, that's the one I'm going with. If anyone does happen to know the correct way to pronounce it and has information to kind of back up your claim, feel free to leave it in the comments section below. You know, I like to be corrected when I can be, because it just means that I'm, you know, developing in my own path, even if it means that I'm wrong in the process. So if you have that kind of proof, please leave it in the comments below. So what are chakras exactly? Chakras are essentially swirling vortexes of energy within the human body at various points. The actual term chakra actually comes from Hindu spirituality and practices. Traditionally, there are 7 main points throughout the body that are directly aligned with the human spine, although there are tons of smaller ones throughout the body as well, but those are lesser known, and the main ones are the main 7 are the ones that are known throughout the West, and are the ones that most people work with on a regular basis. These are extremely popular concepts and are said to be incredibly powerful, and when trained with correctly, can lead to extremely potent results. Each one of the 7 chakras directly corresponds to an aspect of human existence, whether that be the 3 lower ones that have to do with more of the physical or carnal aspects of being human, or the upper 3 that have to do with more of the spiritual aspects of the human experience, or the blend of the 2, which is located in the heart chakra directly in the middle. Each one corresponds to specific psychic abilities that you can activate individually. Each one primarily has either balanced or imbalanced properties or manifestations in one's life, and this is usually dictated by one's own inner state as it relates to a specific chakra. When these vortexes are flowing correctly, the manifestation of that chakra is harmonious and powerful. But when it is blocked, it manifests as disharmony in that particular area of your life. This is usually referred to as that chakra being blocked. A couple examples of this would be the solar plexus chakra, if swirling and activated harmoniously, leads to a natural confidence in oneself and a feeling of willpower that can be directly accessed at any given time. Whereas if the solar plexus chakra is blocked off, it can manifest or be caused by certain insecurities one might have in their own ability or their own lack of confidence. And if, let's say, the throat chakra is blocked off, the chakra that primarily has to do with self-expression, if it's blocked, the practitioner will feel like they won't be able to fully express themselves, whether that happens to be with their spiritual beliefs or maybe just in everyday social interactions. But if this chakra is activated, that natural harmonious flow of expression is easy to access. Each one of these 7 points has these manifestations, whether for good or for ill. At their best, the chakras manifest themselves as a kind of effortless confidence in every single one of these areas, in both the spiritual and physical worlds. Now, I think one of the mistakes that beginners often make when working with these centers of energy is that they oftentimes focus exclusively on the meditations that are abundant in the spiritual traditions and communities that have to do with, raising a certain kind of energy through the spine, or bringing that energy down through the individual's body down to the earth and activating each chakra, or trying to activate each chakra as the energy is either ascending to the crown or descending to the root chakra. This, in and of itself, can work and can be extremely powerful. But what I find is actually the most powerful is going back to those emotional correspondences to each point and actually addressing those within yourself. I know when I first started out in this esoteric practice, I tried doing this. I tried sort of using the energy to activate each chakra and sort of forcing them open through visualization. Now, while this can work, the better way to go about it is to actually work on each specific point, the different emotional baggages you may have that may be stopping that chakra from activating in the first place. I overlooked this starting out, and I paid the price for it because for a long time I just couldn't activate certain chakras. Even people who would work on me energetically would tell me, hey, this specific chakra that I'm focusing on and I'm trying to activate for you is blocked. And that would be the exact chakra that I would feel was blocked during my visualizations. And even though I never told anybody, multiple energy workers would pinpoint exactly which chakras were blocked and which ones were flowing properly. Now, eventually I would catch on to reversing the process of what I initially thought would be the best thing to do to open these vortexes, but it took a little while to figure out, honestly. But when I did figure it out, I would feel massive breakthroughs with each chakra that was blocked. When I would focus on harmonizing that element of either spiritual or physical insecurity within myself, or a feeling of lack, the gateways of energy would be totally opened, and the energy going either up or down my spine would feel totally natural. And with both of these aspects in mind of resolving the conflict within oneself, combined with the energy dynamics, the energetic visualizations and meditations, that gave me profound results. I truly believe that it's in the combination of the two that true success with these centers is had. And so my ultimate message with this video is to actually, in order to activate them fully, you want to focus on those root issues. I would invite you to do what I did after trial and error and focus on where your insecurities lie as they pertain to the specific chakra correspondences. Look within any one of those books or just online that have to do with these things, and find what the chakra that you're looking at corresponds to and feel if you have a blockage there. Try the meditations and see if you just can't quite visualize it opening up. If you can't, observe the blockage that you may have in that area of life. Once you resolve that, you will find that it is so much easier to perform those meditative visualizations and experience true awakenings and harmony within your life. Now, with all this being said, there are techniques that can be practiced and are practiced throughout the world that have to do with almost forcing these centers open individually, or sometimes what feels like all at once, such as the Kundalini awakenings that you've probably heard a little bit or maybe even a lot about. Those types of experiences are beyond the subject of this video, but they are real and they are powerful and they're effective. But the double-edged sword of things like Kundalini awakenings are that they are very chaotic to the practitioner's life and can even manifest bodily harm to an extent, certain medical issues. I've heard of people, having not being epileptic at all, and then once they awakened their Kundalini, started having seizures and crazy things like that. And not to mention a whole bunch of emotional issues such as massive anxiety and all sorts of crazy things that have happened. You really want to be careful with that stuff and go into it knowing the best way to go about it. So that's why I am not going to focus on that in this video, but those techniques are out there and they do work. And I have had a little bit of experience with some of these more intense techniques, which I will go into in later videos. But for now, I just want you to use the combination of what I just mentioned of basically, resolving your issues, like I said, but then also once you do that, keep working on the chakra visualization meditations and see the powerful results that you gain. Your magical ability will scale exponentially, and you will find that you are in more of a harmonious state of mind in your everyday existence. So that is the secret to unlocking every single chakra within your body. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know about maybe your experiences you might have had with these chakras. Have you ever worked with them before, if starting out, or if you have been trying to activate them or have activated them? What type of experiences have you had? Have you had any crazy ones, any powerful ones? Have you learned different things about them? I would love to hear all of your stories in the comments section below. And if you'd like to follow me on the various social media platforms such as Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, all of those links will be in the description down below. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.